2019 has seen the rising of many combat sports stars. In boxing, fight fans saw Andy Ruiz Jr., surprising to many, defeat the unified heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua.
Joshua tottering and teetering it down for the third time in the fight. And now the new unified IBO.
In UFC, we saw the rise of the charismatic and flamboyant Israel Adesanya. The Nigerian conquered New Zealand-born Australian Robert Whittaker to become the UFC middleweight champion.
Israel Adesanya is the undisputed king of the middleweights.
While Adesanya has seen his name added to the array of champions in UFC, 2019 has seen the destructiveness of one fighter, and that is none other than Jorge Masvidal. Residing from Miami, Florida, Gamebred has taken 2019 to be his own. After a non-active 2018 and a 2017 he would rather leave in the past, 2019 was a make-or-break year for the Miami man. It started in 16 March 2019 when Masvidal traveled to the United Kingdom to fight rising British star Darren Till. Before the showdown, Masvidal showed his concern on previous judging in the UK.
We're weird, this Brazilian guy, I forgot his name, against an English dude that I thought the Brazilian guy won 30-27 and it didn't go his way, you know. But it happens all over the world. I just think sometimes a little harder here, you know.
Masvidal endured a scare in the first round with Till connecting with his left. The second round, Gamebred showed his Street Fighter abilities with a destructive left. Masvidal showed the world his ruggedness, switch hitting, and striking skills that left the world in awe. Fast forward to July 2019. Featuring on a stacked UFC 239 card, headlined by John Jones vs. Thiago Santos, with the co-main event being the GOAT Amanda Nunes vs. Holly Holm, Masvidal got to face his foe Ben Askren. Both men had much to say about each other in the build-up, with many social media posts and interviews given, dissing one another.
The first face-off, actually, I got to see that clown yesterday when no media was around, when we were just in the lobby, and that dude looked like a deer in lights. I ran up on him and he stiffened out like this, and I wasn't gonna hit him. And
how do you beat him?
Any way I want.
But how do you think?
I dominate him whole time.
Finish him?
Possibly. Can't guarantee that.
With all the talk behind them, Gamebred stepped into the octagon to make history. Masvidal knocked out Askren with an exhilarating flying knee within 5 seconds, producing the fastest knockout in UFC history, a performance that put Masvidal on the map. Next up was Nate Diaz. After Diaz's win against Anthony Pettis in August, he called out Masvidal in the post-fight interview.
Jorge Masvidal had a good last fight. Good last fight. All respect to the man, but there ain't no gangsters in this game anymore. There ain't nobody who does it right but me and him.
Masvidal accepted the challenge, and a new title was produced, the Baddest Mother Effer belt. With it being Masvidal's biggest challenge to date, Gamebred was unfazed with all the media commitments for UFC's biggest fight of the year. Everyone was talking about this showdown.
You know, Nate Diaz is a cardio king, but he doesn't possess the power I've got. So I don't know if Nate will knock Masvidal out.
The next guy, I'm a Diaz fan, but I think Masvidal right now is just too sharp. You know what I mean? He's just too sharp. He's at the top of his game right now. He's on a momentum run. He's been winning a lot. He's had 2 great performances, but he has, but you cannot count out Nate Diaz.
On 3rd November 2019, both men faced each other in the octagon in a fight that saw a tough Masvidal take control of the fight throughout. cuts above and below his right eye, the fight was prematurely ended prior to the 4th round. While the crowd booed the decision, Diaz received 25 stitches for the lacerations and the correct decision was made. Masvidal's stock has never been higher and he's been completely in the zone all year. So who's up next? The winner of UFC welterweight champion Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington fight is an option. With the fight taking place in December 2019, the winner a potential one for Gamebred to dig his teeth into. A rematch with Nate Diaz is another one the fight fans may demand, although UFC President Dana White seems to have ruled out. Another, and one that may be a surprise, are talks of Nick Diaz, who has called out Gamebred after his fight with his brother. And the final one is a super fight with Conor McGregor. With McGregor out of the octagon after his loss to Khabib in 2018, this could be a risky fight for the Irishman. Whichever way Masvidal goes, if 2019 is anything to go by, 2020 could be another humongous year for Gamebred.